in the car. If there's another aborted start, then they're still in the motor race. That is the only reason I can think of putting him in.
3, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's going. Malaysia, beautiful start by Michael Schumacher. Rubens Barrichello not so good. Coming up fast is Ralf Schumacher. Behind him is Jarno Trulli cutting through on the inside. Barrichello blocks him off, and Barrichello and up into second place, but now spinning it goes Ralf Schumacher. Is anybody going to hit him? Ralf Schumacher made a terrific start, but he's lost it. Spins the car round again, and coming up behind him, one of the Jaguars. All his terrific work at the start has been completely nullified, and up into third position in the Jordan comes Jarno Trulli, followed by
Coulthard. That was Coulthard. They had an amazing first corner.
8th position.
Yeah, Coulthard managed to sneak past Hakkinen in that first corner while he was watching Ralf spinning out of contention. And, who have we got here?
That's
Raikkonen, it looked like to me. I think that was Raikkonen.
It was definitely the Sauber, and it was definitely Raikkonen, yep. So, well, Michael Schumacher leads. But 2 Ferraris up front in Malaysia, and look at the gap between them, and look at the gap even more importantly between Jarno Trulli and David Coulthard after that sensational start. And Heinz-Harald Frentzen is there in 5th position in the Jordan, followed by one of the Arrows. How on earth did that get there, and who is it?
Verstappen.
It's got to be Verstappen, because Bernoldi was right at that. Verstappen must have done an absolutely sensational start, because he's up into 6th position and he started in 18th place.
Let me do a quick 1 to 10, Murray, because the changes are amazing in these first couple of laps of the Grand Prix. One aborted and now just coming over the line to complete their first flying lap. It's Michael Schumacher from Rubens Barrichello by 1.3 seconds. Jarno Trulli, David Coulthard in 4th, Frentzen in the second Jordan 5th, Jos Verstappen, Jacques Villeneuve 7th, Mika Hakkinen down to 8th, so the 2 McLarens have swapped places effectively. Hannes 9th and Heidfeld 10th. It's on your screen now, the second half of that of the motor race.
Just listen to who Verstappen has passed. He's got past Jenson Button, Fisichella, Bertie, Raikkonen, Maleisie, Irvine, Heidfeld, Panis and Frentzen. No, not Frentzen. He's got ahead of all of those, and he's now running, as you've just heard from Martin, in 6th position. There is the Arrows. Now, what this says to me, Martin, is that looks like
Villeneuve, I think.
Panis or Villeneuve. What this says to me about Jos Verstappen, he's on a very light fuel load and doing a 2-stock strategy. It's early days to tell you. In the grid order that they started, and Louise Goodman has got news.
Unbelievable drama at the start of this race, Murray, and just to let you know, there may be a bit more to come. I'm standing out at the back of the garages. It's starting to rain.
Well, look at that! Michael Schumacher off, and is he out of the race? He's kept an absolute roar from the crowd. Barrichello goes into the lead.
Barrichello
He's off. Amazing. Both the Ferraris off. And Jarno Trulli leads the Malaysian Grand Prix as it starts to the rain. What amazing!
And I haven't seen Coulthard behind him, so did all 3
right behind him? I would expect Maleisie to be able to pull away, and look at Jos Verstappen swarming all over Heinz-Harald Frentzen's Jordan. This is Jos Verstappen's opportunity. Jos, the boss from Holland, and he knows it. He's got the Acer Tech engine in the car, and it's down on power compared with the others, but that won't harm it nearly as much in these wet conditions as he would for third. Heinz-Harald Frentzen for second, as David Coulthard edges away a bit in the lead McLaren, with Maleisie still 6th, Fisichella 7th, and Verstappen having a real go at Heinz-Harald Frentzen as we look through the ball of spray, and Jos Verstappen goes through at the hairpin. Terrific bit of driving. Jos Verstappen 2nd place, Heinz-Harald Frentzen displaced.
Well, Verstappen overtook Coulthard in the rain in the warm-up there, so if he can now close that gap to Coulthard, Verstappen may seconds quicker than the race leader on the previous lap. They must be on different tyres.
Here he goes, Verstappen 2nd, right behind him, the Ferrari of 3 times world champion Michael Schumacher. As we look down on the first 3, David Coulthard, Jos Verstappen, and Michael Schumacher is going to go round Jos Verstappen, goes through on the inside. Is Verstappen going to yield and let him through? No, he is not. And the rain is coming down again. Barrichello in 4th position, Mika Häkkinen in 5th position, Ralf Schumacher is 6th, Frentzen is 7th, Trulli is 8th, Fisichella is 9th, Luciano Berti in the only Jaguar is in 10th position, and Michael Schumacher has another look at and another go at Jos Verstappen, and still he can't get past. Verstappen is entitled to take the racing line where he wants it to be, and he is doing it fairly and squarely.
Yes, the wetter part of the track. Now Michael's got the run up the inside into 9, and it begins to dry up now, so Michael then slicing through into 2nd.
Behind the McLaren and gaining. Jos Verstappen and Mika Häkkinen are having the battle that you can see for 5th position. In 6th place is Ralf Schumacher, 10 seconds behind the 2 that you are looking at, and going very, very quickly indeed in the Michelin-shod Williams BMW. 7th is Frentzen.
And Verstappen there losing the back end of the car as he went for the downshift. He's still trying to hang on to it around the outside and does so beautifully. Really kept his head well there, Verstappen.
As they come up to Mazzacani in the Prost 2 out of 55, and Ralf Schumacher has yet another look at Jos Verstappen, who again gives him the Dutch equivalent of "oh no, you're not my friend," moves across, which he's entitled to do, and Ralf Schumacher has got to think again, which was on lap 3 in the Ferrari when conditions were very good indeed. But now Mika Häkkinen has got Frentzen behind him and Verstappen in front of him as they come out of the final turn, down the Kuala Lumpur straight into turn 1. And look at the arrows. It's not losing anything to the Ferrari, to the McLaren.
Not at all, is it? And it's Häkkinen now coming under pressure. I'll tell you why, because Ralf Schumacher, I believe, looking out of the pit, and he's through. Sorry, he's through in 13.
And Verstappen doesn't give in. He tries to go through on the inside. He's trying again. Jos Verstappen is a fighter every inch of the way. Mika Häkkinen got past him. Jos Verstappen has refused to give way and refuses still to give way. Runs wide. And Frentzen goes through on the inside. He's going to take both of them. No, he isn't. He takes Häkkinen. Häkkinen, far from gaining a place, has lost one. And Frentzen now is going to have a go at Jos Verstappen. Wow!
Yes, Häkkinen then so deep into 13.
Finally.
Now, once the safety car came in, you were about, I think, 5 seconds a lap faster than everyone else. Why was that?
First of all, I think we had intermediate tyres on compared to some drivers had rain tyres on, and I think that it's a bit of a difference. Although I was behind Jos, and Jos, he was flying. I mean, he was on rain tyres. I think he was the fastest car basically out there, and I thought it would be a lot easier to overtake him, but he was going very well, and he made it very difficult to me.
How much of